Everyone essentially ended up looking forward after an extended period of navel-gazing. All-American Season 4 Episode 1 did an admirable job of wrapping up most of the many storylines left hanging on All-American Season 3 Episode 19. At the center of the action were those whose futures were most in doubt: Spencer, Layla, and Coop. As Spencer detailed to Corey at his grave, Spencer's life was on an upward trajectory until suddenly, it wasn't. He couldn't be blamed for his best friend Coop being shot by a revenge-minded Mo and his finding out about it right in the middle of the state championship game. Should Grace have held off telling him until after the biggest game of his career? Maybe. But information about Mo's condition was scarce, and if this were the end for Coop, Spencer would want to be there, championship be damned. The expected conclusion would be for South Crenshaw to have won that game for Spencer. Isn't that how things go in such a dramatic situation? So kudos to TPTB for allowing Jordan and Beverly to hang on for the win, even if a conflicted Billy believed that Crenshaw scored on that final play. Unfortunately, instant replay wasn't there to bail out his team. The biggest downer for Spencer was the continuing rift with his coach, Billy, for his training Jordan in secret. Yes, Jordan could have badly injured himself after his concussion. But Spencer was correct that Jordan would do what he would do with or without responsible supervision. That's just the kind of guy that Jordan is. Billy was mad at himself, but he was taking it out of Spencer, who, to be fair, shares some of the blame. While he felt loyalty toward his brother Jordan, he owed Laura and especially Billy. But Laura made a unique appeal to Billy to let it go. Jordan played the game of his life in that championship, and a good part of that was thanks to Spencer. But that tension between Billy and Spencer was secondary to Coop's condition for Spencer. Let's face it, much of Coop's condition was Coop's fault. You don't go unarmed to boast to an individual set on vengeance. But that's exactly what Coop did. If Preach didn't show up when he did, Coop would be the only one lying on the ground dead. It was also thanks to Preach rushing her to the hospital that she had a chance to survive. Preach should have shared what he suspected about Mo, but he was getting to know their daughter and didn't want to jeopardize that.